What if I told you there's a strategy that guarantees your audience sees your offers, no algorithm required? So in this video, I want to talk about the tool in my business that consistently makes sales, creates connections, builds relationships, and drives results. That is not social media, it's not Instagram, it's not Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, it is email marketing. If you're still relying on social media alone, it's time for a wake-up call. And if you want to learn how to completely flip the script on your marketing strategy in 2025, stick around because I'm going to give you the 5 reasons why email marketing is better than social media, and I have a special gift for you at the end of the video. So first off, I love social media. If it wasn't for free social media platforms, I wouldn't have been able to grow my business because I didn't have the capital to do a lot of the things that I can now. Now, just because I love social media does not mean that this is my entire marketing plan. And if it's yours, you're going to want to listen up, okay? Most of the sales happen, I would say probably about 80% of my sales happen in my inbox from emails that I send to my email list. Why? Because these people have actually raised their hands and said, I want to learn about marketing from you. I want to learn about online business from you. I want to learn how to make money as a coach from you. So these are hot leads. It's not just some random person that's going to fall onto one piece of your content and then purchase from you. Things have actually changed in 2025 with the algorithm, with the technological updates, with AI updates. We have to get in front of our ideal clients multiple times in order for them to trust us enough to purchase from us. So back to why most of the sales are happening in my inbox. It's because those people chose to be there and they either got on my list through a live virtual event that I did, through an opt-in, a freebie, or some other resource that I had given, and they literally said, I want more, and they got on my list, okay? So like I said, these people are more warm. They are hotter prospects than just a random person that falls into your content. This is a targeted, engaged audience. Social media, it takes time to get there. It takes a lot of time to get there. And in 2025, it's gonna take even more time to get there. So I highly encourage you to jump on the email marketing bandwagon. Let's talk about the problem with social media, right? Social media, not only do just a small percentage of people actually see our stuff, I think it's like, I don't know, 1 to 5%, which means if you have 1,000 followers, let's say on Instagram, that means only 5 people are gonna see your stuff. Like, that is insane. Now, I get this pushback a lot when it comes to email marketing, and people say, well, open rates are low, but the open rates are much higher and yield better results than that. So for example, if I have 1,000 people on my email list and my email open rates are 25%, that means 250 people got to see my offer from one email. Now, how many of your posts are getting that much traction per 1,000 people that are following you? Probably not many. The other problem with social media is that it's pay to play, especially the meta platforms. They literally want you to spend money on ads in order to get in front of your ideal people. So rather than playing that game, why not build a list of people who are targeted, who raise their hands, who want to learn from you, and be able to reach those people anytime you want without worrying about the algorithm, without worrying about changes, without worrying about if your account is going to get hacked or disappear like mine did a year ago. The other thing is that if you don't pay to play, you're really only marketing to your existing people, your existing followers. So you've got to do something else to get those prospects in your pipeline. And I'll save that for another video. So instead of relying on the algorithm to decide who gets to see your stuff and who gets to see your offers, make the switch, focus on email marketing in 2025. Because just building on social media without that foundation is exhausting, it's unpredictable, and it's completely out of your control. Do you really want your business growth to depend on something that you have no control over? I think not. Email is different. You're in control. Now I want to talk about the 5 things that email can do that social media can't do and why it's a game changer. Number 1 is that you can track behavior once somebody's on your email list. So you can see what they're opening, what they're interested in, what they're clicking on, how many times they're clicking on something. With social media, you can't do that. You can post a link, you can put a link in your stories, but you really have no idea, did that person even click the link? Did anybody even click the link? So this is one of the top things that I love about this, is that you can also then email those people based on their behavior, based on their interests. So if you see somebody clicking on your sales page multiple times, then you can literally send them a message like, hey, I saw that you were interested in XYZ program. Could I answer some questions for you? So I love that you can track behavior in email. It is something that you cannot do on social media outside of maybe DM automations and ManyChat. But again, you still don't know if those people clicked on your link. And a lot of times you can't go back to that person to follow up with them. Number 2 is that you can cut through the noise. So obviously there is a lot of people on social media. My guess is that in 2025, there's gonna be a lot more. I really feel like there's gonna be a wave of people who are gonna quit their jobs, get let go from their jobs, or just not be able to survive with just one job. And they're gonna come online and they're gonna start selling things, and they're gonna start putting themselves out there as well. So with email, you're able to really cut through the noise. Again, not only because they've raised their hands and said, I want to hear from you, so they expect something from you, but the amount of reach, like I mentioned earlier, social media, 5% reach, even on the low end, your email marketing is going to reach at least 20, 25%, maybe even 30 or 40%. So this also will land right in their inboxes. With social media, it's a crapshoot. I can make 10 posts and I could never guarantee that one person is going to see all 10 of those posts. As with email, it's going to land in their inbox and I can see whether they opened it, whether they clicked on it, or what they did with my email. Number 3 is that you can actually work less if you have an email marketing strategy in place. Why? Because of the things that I've mentioned before. You don't need to post or send as many emails in order to get the same amount of people, or actually more people, to see your stuff. So instead of posting 10 times a day, instead of posting 10, 15, 20 stories every single day, doing live streams, doing all this crazy stuff, imagine just sending 1 email a day. And if you're not even there yet, what if you just sent 3 emails a week? This is game changing because you're going to be putting your offers in front of the right people, targeted people who are already interested in your work. Social media can't hold a candle to that. Number 4 is that email is a selling platform. It is literally designed to sell. Go look at your inbox right now. You are going to see messages from your grocery store. You're going to see messages from clothing stores. You're going to see messages from Starbucks. You're going to see messages from all these people. And what is the common thread? They are selling you something. They are giving you a coupon. They are announcing a new product. Why wouldn't you also do this for your business? If these major corporations, billion-dollar corporations, are using email marketing, why aren't you? The beauty about this is that people aren't going to be offended if they are sold to in an email because they almost expect that. And you can also let them know once they initially get on your list how often you're going to be sending emails, what to expect. So that way you have the right people on your list. And the 5th reason why email is better than social media is because the data is unbeatable. So I've already talked about this, but the fact that you can track behavior, you can see who's signing up for your list, you can see if they're opening your emails, you can see what they're clicking on, you can literally essentially stalk them, which, not to be creepy, but this is actually something that you're gonna wanna do. So for example, one of the things that I do is if I'm sending out sales emails, let's say I have a new thing going on, I have my mastermind that I'm selling, I actually have a system set up so that way somebody who clicks on the link for my mastermind gets put into another group or gets tagged. So I know exactly who is interested. And when the time comes, I'm able to send a personalized message to that person that has shown me that they're interested in my mastermind. Not only that, but I can see, did they just click once just because they were curious, or they just wanted to see what it was about, or they just wanted to be nosy? Or did they continue to click multiple times through multiple emails and maybe even clicked more than once in one email, I can see all of that information. I can see how long it's been since somebody's opened an email from me. So I can actually remove them from my list. So I have a nice list, a dense list, what I call it, of people who are actually interested in my stuff, want to hear from me, open my emails, and click on my offers. Versus social media, which is just a crapshoot. It is, I'm gonna spray my stuff out there. I'm gonna throw spaghetti on the wall. I really hope that this gets in front of the right people. And hopefully they'll see me enough times to wanna trust me and eventually purchase from me. So that, in comparison to what is available for you and what is possible with email marketing, there is no contest. So if you are tired of feeling like you are just shouting into the void in social media, it is time to build a system that works, and that starts with email. Email marketing puts the power back in your hands, puts you in control, and guess what? You don't have to abandon social media. That's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is that you can layer your visibility through social media while having a system that works and that you're in control of. So if somebody, let's say, sees your email, they're gonna get your email every day or a couple times a week, and then they also see your social media posts, together those two things are going to create a cohesive experience and also remind them that you have something to offer and that you have value to bring. So if you're ready to break free from the algorithm, I actually created a private podcast called Fuck the Algorithm for entrepreneurs just like you. It is packed with actionable strategies to take control of your marketing, create predictable sales, and finally stop relying on social media for everything. The best part, it's totally free. You can just click the link in the description here and get started with episode 1 and 2 today. I want to hear from you in the comments. Are you ready to go all in on email marketing and end the reliance on social media in 2025? Your audience is waiting, and so are the results that you deserve. You can get started today with Fuck the Algorithm, the free private podcast, and I will see you in the next video.